Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where we spill tea left, right, and everywhere in between. Khloe Kardashian just went on the Not Skinny But Not Fat podcast after her sister Kim was recently on that show, which why is nobody talking about the podcast name? It's the most random thing to name a podcast, but also I relate to it. But yes, I watched it, so you don't have to, and here is a recap. But before we get into it, make sure you like and subscribe. Alright, let's get into it. First question the host Amanda asks is whether or not Khloe has a Finsta. Khloe says that she does have a Finsta and she made it 2 years ago because Kendall and Kylie were shocked that she'd be viewing people's stories from her main Instagram, but she never uses it.
Yeah, I like to look at people's pages that I definitely shouldn't be looking at, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Girls, guys, whatever. It's just fun.
I saw a lot of people on TikTok saying that she was 100% stalking Jordan Woods. Amanda brings up the fact that Khloe has always been the funniest in the family and everyone's favorite and best friend, and with that has to come a lot of confidence. But now it seems like a lot of the negative attention towards Khloe is negatively impacting her confidence. Khloe agrees that this has been the case, and it's partially due to the advent of social media and everyone having access to a platform to create their own narrative on your life, and that's not natural, at all. But the past couple of years have certainly been the worst for her.
Maybe stuff between me and Tristan. I'm not sure if that maybe broke my confidence, and then everything else piled on. And then it was hard to shake it off. I don't know, but I'm trying.
Khloe misses how fun and lighthearted everything used to be, as opposed to now where she has to overthink every little thing that she posts or says in interviews.
I don't know. Now we're always stuck explaining ourselves. And I think the world is so eager to cancel people these days. There should be a teachable moment as opposed to let's just exile everyone.
And then they talk about the infamous Disney pic incident, which let me quickly brief you on just in case you live under a rock. Last December, Kim posted this picture on her Instagram of her daughter Chicago with Khloe's daughter True at Disneyland. And this was the second pic. What are those hands? It was pretty clear to pretty much everyone that these pictures were photoshopped, but for what reason? Later on, we found out that it was actually Kylie Jenner's daughter Stormi in the picture, but Kylie didn't want Kim to post it, so Kim instead photoshopped True onto Stormi's face to keep her Instagram theme intact. Khloe actually found out about the photoshopped picture after the fact, but she was completely okay with it.
Did not think even anyone would pay this much attention to it.
Really, Khloe?
Why
After all these years, people pay attention to everything.
But why would I think they would know she photoshopped it?
Amanda brings up the fact that Khloe seems to be the one who's always been there for her mom, and now Kris and Khloe are building these huge houses right beside each other, and now actually I think they've already moved in, and she asked how that turned out to be the case. And you guys, Khloe's response was actually really, really sad. She said that she has a lot of empathy just as a person right now because she felt like growing up, she didn't get the same degree of empathy towards herself from her friends.
Sometimes I feel not from my family, but I didn't get that from either friends or whatever when I was younger. So I always want people to feel like they're seen, they're heard. Tell me your story, even though I heard it 30 fucking times. Let's go through it. I just want people to feel just that someone's listening. It sucks when you don't. I mean, I get ignored all day long. So I just don't want other people to feel like that.
So are you?
She specifically does say, not from my family. Obviously to protect them, but I really do feel like she means them as well. I mean, I think everyone kind of feels like Kris Jenner tends to play favorites with her children a little bit. For the longest time it was Kim, and now lately it may have become Kylie, and I feel like Khloe and probably also Rob never really got attention growing up. I don't know.
So are you her favorite now that you live so close to her? Yeah? Or always?
No.
Oh, no?
I don't think so. But she definitely, I think, likes me more than whatever I was before.
Then they talk about Khloe's brand, Good American, a little bit, and Amanda raves about the quality. I've also heard a lot of good reviews from her brand myself, and it's definitely not just another celebrity sellout brand from what I've been hearing, although it's not doing really good on the sustainability index. Khloe talks about how she was inspired to start this brand because she felt like a lot of other brands aren't inclusive enough, and she always felt bad going shopping with her friends because she would have to shop from separate sections just for being a little bit bigger.
It never made me feel good, or I would be embarrassed to be with my friends and go shopping while they're in one section and I'm, in the attic looking through boxes and okay, sure, this will work. And I always felt like plus size clothing stores wanted to dictate what you should wear. People, if they're curvy or of a bigger size, they still might want to dress cute and sexy and
stylish,
be in the trends.
She talks about how she just went to her very first Met Gala, but she didn't even want to go because, like, what even is the point? You just subject yourself to harsh public opinion and being photographed from all angles, and, like, for what? Amanda asks if she's as committed to making fashion statements as Kim, like flying all the way to Orlando for a dress, and Khloe was like, no.
She is another beast, another level, and I love her and commend her for it. I don't think I would.
They then talk about the new show. Khloe says that while she loved the old show, she likes that they got to start fresh with a new production crew that saw the family in a different way.
Not that I don't ever blame anything on editing. Like, we are who we are. But I think sometimes just maybe people are like, oh, wow, I didn't know that about you. I want to know more of this about you.
I guess that's kind of good to know because I was so confused why they would end their show and make a whole fuss about it only to come back with an almost identical show. Like, I was thinking of, like, what was the reason to end it to begin with? Amanda asks about Khloe and Kim getting closer and becoming the new Khloe and Kourtney. Khloe agrees but says that it's not that her and Kourtney are growing apart, but it's just that Kourtney is so busy being in love and in her honeymoon phase right now that they're just not hanging out as much anymore. But Khloe is really happy that that is the reason they're not hanging out as much because she's just so happy for Kourtney.
But never, like, we don't grow apart. I think we're always like so obsessed with one another. I think just sometimes we might take a couple steps back, but just to let that other people figure their shit out, but not because anything happened with us.
Right.
And then Amanda somehow asks Khloe if there is a foot fetish going on with Travis and Kourtney. What the fuck?
They're still
I love it.
So
Hot
sexual.
Yeah.
Hot and heavy.
They need to.
Is there a
love
foot fetish there?
Looks like it.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not in the bedroom with them, believe it or not, but I'm not like Mr. Deeds popping on up, but looks like there's a foot thing going on.
Foot situation.
I am fucking crying. I love Khloe so much. They move on to talk about Khloe's new house beside Kris's and if there are any downsides. Khloe says that when they were first building the houses, she was with Tristan, but now they're no longer together. It dawned on her that her mom would literally see any car in the driveway and know if she's had anyone over. Amanda asks Khloe about Scott being whiny, about Kourtney now dating Travis. Now, this is something I am very passionate about for some reason, because this guy wasted 10 years of Kourtney's life, treated her like shit, never even married her, dated 20-year-olds after they broke up, brought them on family vacations with Kourtney, and now has the audacity to be all sad and whiny when he sees Kourtney happy. Like, fuck you, dude. Now, of course, I will say that the Kourt Travis PDA was definitely uncalled for, but Scott just needs to shut the fuck up. Okay, back to Khloe. She says she gets confused at Scott sometimes because he was literally in a 2-year-long relationship, so like what the fuck is even he going off about? They also then talk about this scene.
Why didn't you invite me to your birthday?
I didn't really invite anyone to my birthday. Nobody came.
People came.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I love you. I've been helping you like throw your birthday parties for the last 10 years. Kourtney go?
No.
Travis?
No.
At your
Nobody
house?
went. Oh, at the
big
dinner at my
birthday
house.
dinner? Yeah.
Yeah, but literally
That wasn't
only
a
Kourtney
birthday
and Travis
party, though.
came. That wasn't a party.
She had a birthday party at a club.
Yeah. Oh, so I wasn't invited to that either then.
I had a birthday dinner, Mom.
Where was the birthday dinner?
You were there at my house.
So why wasn't I invited to that?
Just because Court was going to be there. It was very intimate.
But like, I don't understand why I should be left out.
That is not my business at the end of the day. Like,
Okay, but if it's not your business, then why?
Making Kourtney uncomfortable is not that's not part of my business. Like, I'm so sorry that makes you sad, and I'm not ever trying to leave you out, but what I'm saying is, like, by Kourtney being
But, like,
uncomfortable by something like that, that's not really
when
my...
I've had a girlfriend.
It's so different, Scott. But Scott, I'm saying sorry. That's not my priority. That's not
first started saying I didn't have a birthday.
I'm out. This is so ridiculous.
You're
talking over me.
First of all, you started saying you didn't even have a party.
She says that she's also proud of Kendall for speaking her mind and not holding back because she's not a confrontational person, like, at all.
She didn't like that she went there, but I wish she saw how good it was and how it is good.
Because I'm saying, the only one that literally told him something that should be very understandable on his end.
Yeah.
She's my sister, her over you.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day.
Now, we all know Khloe gives the best advice to everybody else except herself, especially when it comes to men. She admits this herself, but says that most people don't actually listen to their own advice. Amanda tells this crazy story of when she was at the premiere of the first episode of the new show just as an audience member, and there was a scene where Tristan was talking about the cheating situation and saying that it'll never happen again. Amanda heard someone yell "liar" from the crowd, which she later found out was literally Khloe herself. Khloe says she just completely blacked out at the time and then completely forgot where she was.
Because I'm watching this episode and it's different than when you're either watching a rough cut or like it's just so many months have gone by and I'm watching it and I'm now a viewer and I'm like, what the fuck is this bullshit that I'm listening to? Like, I'm just like, ugh.
Khloe says that while she appreciates the support from her fans, she doesn't want anyone to hate on Tristan. He has so many good qualities as well that people don't get to see, unfortunately, and he's not a bad person. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one, Khloe.
You know, he's still a good person. He's not a good partner with me. He's always going to be in my life because of True, and he's a great dad. And, you know, that's really all I need to focus on is just his relationship with True.
She's such a better person than I am. When talking about the cheating, Khloe says what sucks about it is that she's always had to find out about it with the rest of the world. Amanda also brings up Lamar, who is still obsessed with Khloe. Apparently, he went on Big Brother and wasn't able to stop talking about Khloe.
I had some good dreams last night. I dreamt my ex-wife last night.
How many ex-wives have you had?
Just one.
Oh, so Khloe.
Yeah, just the one and the only.
Do you guys still talk?
No. I miss her so much. I wish I could take that time back.
How long were y'all married?
4 years. I miss her so much.
Khloe says that she's happy for Lamar being in a good place right now and she wants everyone to be successful. She says it's really sweet that he said nice things about her, but she also wouldn't expect otherwise.
And not to be arrogant, but I wouldn't expect him not to say anything nice about me. Because like I don't know, I've just always been like, we've been cool with one another. So I don't expect anything negative, but sometimes people jump on that bandwagon.
They talk about working out and dieting. Khloe says that she's in a better place right now when it comes to her relationship with her body and food. And she isn't as hard on herself anymore, which I'm really happy for her. Khloe addresses people saying that she's had so much plastic surgery, but quickly rejects that, saying that she's only had a nose job on her face that she actually really likes, and everything else she's just confused as to why people think that. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this interview. I really enjoyed watching it, so if you want to watch the whole thing, it'll be linked down below. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel and comment down your thoughts in the comments down below. Bye bye.